This video is sponsored by Renaissance Bank, the best bank in the South. Visit them online at renaissancennation.com. Hey, what's up? Matt Wyatt here. Time for the film study of last week's huge game, the big game. LSU hosting Florida, two top 10 teams. Going in, I picked a 14-point margin for LSU. I think I picked it at 31-17. And it finished as a 14-point margin, just more points, 42-38. So I was pretty proud of the pick. And, you know, if you're an LSU fan, you had to be proud of the way the offense just pulled away. And look, if you're a Florida fan with Trask in the game, don't you have to be proud of the way they went in there and fought, had a chance to win the game, and scared LSU to death? Here are some plays from the game, some of the bigger plays, not all of them, just a handful, that illustrate how LSU got it done. Big run here. They're going to come out the backside, kind of lead there with a tight end in the backside. I do think quarterback's reading something. I'll show you what that is. It gets to the next level, makes the safety miss, and he's off and running. Just a couple of things that I thought I noticed watching this. Again, if you look, defensive alignment, 4 down and 3 linebackers, or 2 and a nickel. Regardless, he's dropping into free. This is cover 1, so they're manning this up with everybody else. And one key right here, I think, is this safety that's lined up into that, you know, on the same side as that boundary receiver, because I think that may be what the quarterback's reading. I'll show you here. If you look, they're not leaving an end unblocked. They're actually blocking him, but I think he's putting his eyes on that, you know, what turns out to be backside, but boundary safety. And with him back, it tells the quarterback he's going to give. I think if he were to come flying up on the snap or on this fake, quarterback's going to pull this and maybe throw that slant behind him right there. So you can see he's already given because the safety's back here, and so the run's about to come through. But I think, again, pre-snap, or if on the snap, if he'd come down, he may pull it and throw right here. So I think it's a read possibly for the quarterback. One more thing. Let's look at the blocking. If you look at this, a key right here is the left side of that offensive line. Left guard is back on the tackle. Left tackle is back on the end. And the center is going to step through to this backside linebacker. And they get it blocked up, get the front that they want really nicely. So when this happens, you're taken care of on that side. The center can easily step through. And the other thing is that tight end H-back, who was hip, is stepping through to the other linebacker at the next level. So they're kind of leading with that tight end. Really what makes this play happen is right guard and then left guard who have opened this gate, so to speak, so that the center can step through here and the tight end can step through here. And now your back's got that lane. He can kind of run off that. And that's what springs it. He runs to daylight, make the safety miss, and you get a big explosion play. Not the best video here, but you can see it slants on the goal line, something they've been doing a lot, really hitting with great success. Touchdown. But again, I want to point this out. I noticed this similar, same spot of the field here in Baton Rouge in their first game of the year. What you're getting is a lineman downfield. So if you look at the time he lets the ball go right here, you actually have a lineman who is 4 to 5 yards downfield blocking a linebacker who could potentially be in coverage trying to get underneath this throw, but he's engaged the linebacker because you had the run fake. So again, you know, a line judge or side judge has got to see that. So you're at 4 yards, maybe 5 yards downfield. That's past the window that is allowable on this RPO stuff. And so they should actually call this for a lineman downfield. Here's Florida coming back and scoring. They work the outside receiver into the back of the end zone. Play fake holds linebackers, a route in front of them as well. It's a nice, soft, accurate throw to the back of the end zone. Makes it look easy. You see everything going on right here. So defensively, first of all, 3 down linemen. So they give them a 3-man front, 4 linebackers. So it's a 3-4 look. Corner and corner are outside. And then they actually have 2 safeties in the end zone right here. The route is checking and working back to the outside. He's going to push inside the safety to get position in the back line of the end zone. And what opens up the throwing lane here back to him is a fake to the running back. So just that little fake right there kind of holds these guys in the middle. And then he's going to release because nobody's coming. So when the running back really steps through, now these guys have got to cover the guy in front of them. That holds them up, and you get an open receiver in the back. Big throw here, plenty of time. We're going to bring a receiver all the way across the field, double M breaks with a clear out on the backside, hit him running, and he turns it into a big play up the sideline. They finally get him out. Could be a missed horse collar at the end of that, but what else is new? All right, so let's look at what they do defensively. Florida's rushing 4. They give them a 4-down look, 2 linebackers in the middle, and 5 defensive backs, 2, and a safety back here in the middle. So LSU gets what they want initially with a play fake, and that is this backside safety is creeping down the line of scrimmage in their coverage call. The other thing is anybody deep on that side, you're going to clear out with play side receiver, and we get in break to the inside and in break to the outside as well, coming all the way across. Nice clean pocket, which is what they want, obviously, and you hit him. Now, is it a horse collar? At the end, 4th and goal for Florida. 2 guys out the backside of the formation on the goal line, similar to something they scored with last year in the Florida LSU game. This time a little bit of a busted route, but it works out for them. So it's covered, but a little bit of a tip ball. Only reason I said a little bit of a busted route is a couple of things. First, LSU gives them 5 guys with their hands down. So it's effectively a 3-man front, but with a nose guard. But instead of stand-up defensive ends, because it's 4th and goal, they're putting their hands down. And that gives that end a chance to kind of really shove to the edge and force the issue with the quarterback. So they're already kind of getting deep on the side he's going to roll to. So tight end is releasing to get deep in the end zone. Running back, I imagine, is going to be your shallow option in the end zone. But because the corner stayed a little bit outside of him right there, I think it confused him. He didn't want to break out, and so he really kind of gets in the way of the route. You're not designed for one guy to be able to cover 2, so those receivers should have separation. They don't. Because you're getting forced here, he's just got to loft it and give him a chance on 4th down. It's a great job by the quarterback to give somebody a chance, and his guy does an even better job to come down with it. Touchdown run out the backside for LSU, zone up front. Linebacker gets caught up. Safety gets caught up on his own guy, and a great run. So let's look at how it happened. But instead of just looking at the blocking up front, which is pretty simple, this is zone blocking. The left guard and center are going to combo off the one technique up to that, what is a boundary side linebacker. I guess it'd be backside linebacker. And Florida defensively have a soft corner and safety. They are in quarter coverage. This other safety is in half coverage, so it's quarter, half with a hard corner into the boundary. And if you'll look, I want you to pay attention to the eyes of the quarterback. This is what I think are important. So right here with his eyes downfield as he's meshing, who is the quarterback reading? Again, this is an RPO call, run with a pass option built in, and I believe the quarterback is eyeing the play side, backside safety. If this safety, again, on the run fake were to come flying down, or pre-snap if he were to blitz, then the quarterback's going to pull this ball and throw to the slant right behind him. That's what I believe is happening. But he's looking to make sure, does he stay back? And if he does, I'm giving the football to the running back. He obviously did stay back because that's his responsibility in coverage. Therefore, running back's getting the ball. Because you'll notice this receiver at this point is still not blocking. He's still intending to run that in-break slant route. So there's the break of the receiver. He can see that his running back has gotten the ball. Now he's going to turn and try to block. Play side linebacker right here for Florida doesn't really get blocked, but he's too far inside and doesn't get back out to make contact. And the receiver turns his head to find somebody. Not really a block, but it forces the safety to have to run around his own cornerback, and the running back just outruns him to the end zone. Little outside move, inside slant on the goal line for Florida. And to get it done out of overloading into the boundary, just single him up out there. Kid takes a real shot to the back of the head, hangs onto the football. If you look, pre-snap, again, what Florida has done, they put a tight end on this side, an H-back tight end on his hip, and walk the receiver down as well. So they really look like they've overloaded it here. Defensively, there's priority there, and then they're going to play fake into that side also. So what could be the linebacker that could drop to break this pass up, he's taken off with the run fake and the running back going to the strong side of the formation. Now, it is possible that it could be a read built in here for the quarterback. At any rate, this is correct because now he's singled up one-on-one with that corner. Receivers have to win that. Jefferson pushes him out and makes some space for his quarterback to throw the ball, and then he hangs on. And the last one we'll look at, probably my favorite out of empty, a rub route into the boundary, short side of the field, get it wide open, lay it out there for him, touchdown. One thing that's hard to see on the television copy is what exactly was going on down here off the screen with the other receiver and defender, because it looks like, this, you just have 10 guys in the screen. But what we do know is that he gets the look that he wants in the boundary on the two receiver side. And a rub route, this inside receiver has got to wait for the outside guy to clear at some point. So what they do is a really nice job of getting shoulder to shoulder right here. The key is the outside receiver is going to kind of rub off the shoulder of the defender to slow him up a little bit and give his guy that release to the outside to hold him right there where he is. But you have to do it without blocking him. And this was a really nice job. He's running the route. He avoids contact, but he is in the way with the defender who's having to wait as he turns to chase. And by this point, he's already beat. Receiver has a leverage because you've gone in front, rub off the rear end right there, and now you're gone. Once the quarterback sees this, two defenders stuck, there is a safety waiting on the inside guy, but once he sees those guys stuck, now he knows that old rule, if I'm even, I'm leaving, and go ahead and put it on him, make a good throw, and you can't walk out there and hand it to him any better than that. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. If you have a question, a comment, opinion, if I got something wrong, feel free to comment. That's not like I need to say that. But also hit me up on Instagram and Twitter. I am Radio Wyatt. Thanks for that. Follow the Facebook page, facebook.com/Radio Wyatt. And as always, thanks to Renaissance Bank for sponsoring these videos. See, Renaissance Bank? The best bank in the South. Visit them online at renaissancenation.com. And come on back over here. I have another film study video coming out maybe tomorrow. So I'll see you then. See ya.